Alright guys, so real quick before we hop into this video, I just want to let you know that we are actually running a special one-time promotion for the Shopify Academy, and what it is it's actually a lifetime membership, so it's a one-time payment, and after that you'll have lifetime access to the Academy ongoing, so you'll have lifetime access to the new videos added every month, the Facebook group, and everything. So as you can see, this deal is going to close Saturday, the 18th of March at 6 p.m. Central Times, and it's going to just be a $297 one-time payment. And here's the URL right here if you want to take advantage of this offer, and I'll also have it in the description and in an annotation. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the topic of today's video, which is why you are not making any sales. But this is actually a pretty big problem with the majority of store owners, especially new store owners. They run into this issue, and this one thing is usually keeping people from making sales. Now, there's a lot of reasons why maybe you are or you're not making sales, but this is definitely one of the biggest, most impactful reasons why a lot of beginners don't generate any sales. So this hidden sales killer, what is it? To put it as nicely as possible, it's that your store just essentially looks like crap. It looks horrible. When your store looks terrible, no one's going to buy from it. And rather than just sit here and rant, I'm just going to bring up a live example. So we're going to head back over here to Google Chrome, and this store I found just by looking through the Shopify App Store, and I actually just went to one of the popular apps and clicked on a few reviews until I could find a skeleton looking, ugly looking store. And just a disclaimer, if for some reason the owner of this store is actually watching the video, I apologize. However, you definitely need to make some changes to your store or you're not going to sell anything at all. And you may be saying, well, this is a pretty ugly looking store, and that would be correct. This is a very ugly looking store. But the thing is, this is usually how most new people's stores tend to look. They throw up a skeleton like this. I mean, this person didn't even bother to get a logo. This header image is clearly just like a random stock image. It's not even that high quality. There's no branding in it whatsoever. I mean, you can't really brand at all when you don't have a logo either. So that's already starting off on the wrong foot. And you'd be surprised how many people actually create stores that look like this, and then they expect to make sales. Like, who would buy from a store that looks like this? If I want to buy an iPhone case, I'm not going to buy it from this store. I wouldn't buy anything from this store. So if we scroll down here, we can see some basic collections. Let's go ahead and... So we've scrolled down a little bit, and we already run into another problem. These titles are clearly just cut and paste straight off AliExpress, and they just look stupid. And there's really no other way to put it other than these titles are terrible. So let's go ahead and click on one of these products. So we click on this, and we can see that the description is equally as horrible. It's just cut and paste straight from AliExpress, and there's pretty much nothing else here on this page. You still have the Powered by Shopify link. This isn't even filled out at all. So essentially pretty much everything about this store looks pretty awful. Now, in this person's defense, maybe they're not finished designing the site yet, but the reason I use this as an example is because this is how a lot of people's stores look when they are finished and they're starting to run ads. And if you're running ads to a store like this, no one's going to buy anything. There's no branding. There's nothing that makes me feel comfortable. There's nothing that makes me want to trust that you'll actually ship the item. There's nothing that, makes me even feel like you're an actual business. It just looks like somebody threw up a website and cut and paste some products on here. Like, you don't even have to be into marketing to know that this store is not very legit at all and you're not going to buy from it. So now with that being said, let's go ahead and head over to a good example of what a good looking store could look like. So this is just a random store. I've used them in a few examples before. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I just get targeted with their ads a lot. So as you can see, there's a lot of noticeable differences right away. They have a logo, which is a good start, obviously, and their header images are not just, like, if you come over here, you can see this is just the complete default stock photo. It's not even high quality, and you can see their header images. Not only do they have multiple but they're promoting products they have. They're promoting an app they have. You can tell that they were custom made just for the store, so they're not just random stock photos. Everything here looks legitimate. You scroll down, you can see that their collection photos have, new arrivals, men's, women's. You can tell that they were professionally made and edited. And then they have nice looking product photos as well. So let's just take a look at one of their products and see if we can compare their product page to the other ones. So let's just look at this. And you can see the difference on their product page is, one, their product photos are a lot better. Two, they have a custom description, albeit it is a very short description, but it is a custom description. It isn't just random, useless specifications cut and paste from AliExpress that no one even cares to read. And then you can see they have related products down here, and then they have some customer reviews. So this is a way better looking product page. This product page actually reminds me a lot of Amazon, because the add to cart button is orange, and then you come down, you have related products, and then you come down and you have reviews. So this is a lot like Amazon, and this would make me feel a lot more comfortable to buy. So I would buy from a place like this, not only because I'm their target audience, but even if I wasn't, I would still feel comfortable buying from a store that's branded and set up professionally like this, versus a store like this that looks like it was set up in 5 minutes by someone who didn't really give a crap about what they were doing. So as you can see, there's a very huge difference between a junky looking store like this and a high quality looking store like this, and this is one of the major differences in why certain people make sales and certain people don't. Now obviously there's other factors that come into play, but this is one of the biggest ones. If somebody isn't comfortable buying from your store, they're not going to. Even if they like the product, they're just going to go get it from somewhere where they feel comfortable buying. They'll go search Amazon, or they'll Google it, and they'll find another store that looks more professional that they feel comfortable buying from. So when you're creating your stores, you need to use stores like this as a model. I mean, you can always look at just big brands like Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Look at them, see what they're doing with their sites, and you need to copy what they're doing and make sure that you look legitimate. So heading back over here, so the simple takeaway from this is, before you start running ads, before you start driving traffic, you need to look at your store and ask yourself if you would buy from it, because if you wouldn't buy from your own store, why would anybody else? So keep that in mind, and you don't need to be posting your store link on like every YouTube video or posting it all over Facebook and asking other people what they think of your store, because you don't need somebody else's opinion to judge what your store looks like. You can do it yourself, because you, I'm assuming, like everyone else in 2017, have bought something from online. You shop online, so your opinion is really the only one that you need, at least to get started and to justify whether your store looks good enough or not. So all you would really need to do is honestly take a look at your store from an outside perspective, and if you wouldn't buy from it, then you know it's not designed well enough. So with that being said, that's it for this video, and also just a reminder that the lifetime access to the Shopify Academy will be closing this Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to take advantage of this offer while it's up this week, you can click the link in the description or in an annotation. And as always, I'll see you guys in another video.